everybody. Hope you're well. Well, this morning I've got a couple of questions to answer, and I want to say, if you've got any questions, just put them on the community page, so that we can I can get on to them and answer your questions. Let's have a look and see what questions we've got this morning. Okay. Well, I know that Renee was talking, I believe I've pronounced that right, I hope so, was talking about a lot of activity in her house, and that she always has had a lot of activity in her house. So bangings, I suppose, and this is how spirit usually make themselves known. They can bang on the wall, they can bang on the ceiling. It's usually just to get your attention. It's nothing malicious, not usually. And I know that she had somebody out, she said, to clear the place. Well, there is a ritual that you can do yourself. You don't need to have anybody out. You just ask your house angel to come in and bring the love and the light in, and what you need, the 4 elements in each corner. You could do like a little ritual, as I say, and the 4 elements in the water: fire, earth, water and air. Okay, so the joss sticks, this represents the air. Okay. The fire, obviously the candle in another corner, and then maybe a glass of water in the other corner, and then maybe a stone or something to represent the earth. Even a plant will do it, because you've got earth in the plant, okay? And that brings in the 4 elements, and then you can do the ritual and ask your house angel to come in and protect your house and protect your garden, wherever, protect your space. Okay, so just want to say that sometimes spirits may come in from a previous house. Maybe they just come in to have a look. Sometimes it's your own loved ones coming in, just to say hello, we're here. Especially if you're going through a bit of a rough time, they will try and get in there just to say, I'm here. Well, if you hear anything like that, it's sometimes good to say, well, thank you very much for coming. I know you're here. And then just in your heart chakra, just open up your heart and feel, who's that with you? Who is it that's coming around you to give you love and support? Because that is what connects the spirit world to our world, is love. And that's what brings them back every single time. It's love. So it's very rarely anything malevolent, unless that is the way you are, with not very nice thoughts and against people, or you're harming people or whatever, animals, people, whatever. Well, that would be a bit different, because then you're inviting in, like attracts like. So that you need to remember that. So yeah, there's many ways that Spirit will come around us and show us that we're there. But now I am just going to have a look at these questions. Now somebody has, I think it could be Victoria or that's the way her name starts anyway, Vic, something like that. Now she has asked, will I get a job by the end of October? Well, let's have a look and see what the cards say about this. See what cards we bring out and what they're going to bring up with you for this, with you waiting for this. And I feel it is a particular job that you're waiting for. So let's have a look and see just what we've got here, what comes up for you. Okay, now this is, I know you've been looking for a job, but it's also, this has come up about your spiritual self as well. So it must be a job that you want in your own heart, something that would fulfill your spiritual needs there, because I see you looking there for the job. And I'm going to lay that one as well. Right, it's the same work, you see, but in a different place. So it's what you've been used to doing. And it's the same sort of work, but in a different place. Now, that could be because you've moved. It could be because the place where you were working, it's had a change. Now listen, there's another card here. This is the other card that comes out, and it's the Hangman. Now this is telling you not to be swayed by other people's opinions, because you really and truly do know best. You know, you've always got somebody coming to tell you that they know what is best for you. But when it comes down to it, it's you that knows within your heart what you want to do, and within your, that is the only way you'll fulfill your spiritual self, is to do what you want to do in this life and not what someone else thinks you should do. So it's very much down to whether you really want this work or not. Everything is to do with divine timing. So you need to look at that as well, because you're given a time by the end of October, which is a couple of weeks' time. I do feel that you will be offered something, but I do ask you to look very closely that that is what you actually want. And if not, wait for the right time and the right thing to come in. So there we have it, looking for work in the same type of work, but in a different place. There it is. That's the money there. The Pentacles is the money. Okay. This is to fulfill your own spiritual needs with what you're going to do. And this one is to tell you not to be swayed by other people's opinions, because you know best what you want. Right, so that's that question there answered. Let's have another look at the I know I wrote them down because I'm not so technically, I've made up a new word. Technically, right, okay. Now, that in limbo, somebody seems in limbo. That was you. I believe that was you, Victoria. Will I get a job at the end of the October? Oh no, it's Harry Bell. It looks like Hari, like in Hare Krishna. So it's Hare, I saw there. An insight into work, but they feel as if they're in limbo at the moment. You know, it's as if you're waiting for something to come up. And it could be also to do with work as well. So I'm just going to have a look into that for you, Hari. That is probably what your email starts with. So I don't know who these people are. Never met them in my life before, but I'm tuning into that person and who's there. And why you feel in limbo. I think, to be honest with you, that a lot of people at this time with these energies that are going on in the world are feeling, some are feeling depressed, some are feeling in limbo, as you say. You don't know whether you're coming or going. But you know what? Sometimes what happens is, it's like the lull before a storm, but I'm not saying that it's a storm, but it's usually the quietness before the action. So, sometimes it's good to just to enjoy this, being in limbo for a little while, just being instead of doing, because as we say, we are, after all, human beings, not human doings. So try to just be in that energy and accept whatever comes. And let's pick out a card for you now, which is what you need to do at the moment is to tackle your problems one at a time. You seem to let things build up and overwhelm you, and then you've got all this going on and all that. That is why you feel in limbo, because you now need to give those back, all those problems back to whoever they belong to. So they're not yours to take on. And as you've stood back from that, it's like, wow, it's a bit quiet. And it's because you're not used to it. You see, if you're always used to looking after other people and solving their problems, it doesn't give you the time to sit within your own energy and look after yourself. So tackle one thing at a time. If something comes up, make sure that you sort that out, and then when something else comes up, sort that out. Don't try and do everything at once. You may feel in limbo, but it may just be the rest you need. So what we need to do always is go along, go with the flow of things, because it's, as I said in the previous reading, it's divine timing. And when I do feel that with you, with work has been really slow, and it's, you feel as if, oh gosh, nothing's going to come up. But you must take the opportunity in this time, because I feel like it feels like towards the end of the year that something will present itself, and you'll be going down a new pathway then. And this could be to do with, I feel it is to do with work and a different pathway. So that's different from the reading that I've just gone into before, because that was the same work, but this is different. Okay, now I've just picked out another card from you. They're major changes. This, at first looking at it, it looks like a bad card. You think, oh my God, look at the change. I never expected this to happen. But they are good changes. And as I've just said before I picked the card out, go with the flow. Go along with things, and you'll find that it works out to your advantage. Okay. So I hope that one helps you. Now let's see, did I have another question here for someone else? Let's look at this. Yes, active Renee, about the old man in the in the back room. Well, I've just had a look at that, Renee, and sometimes it can be a residue as well. You know, some people have got such lively personalities that they can, even when they've passed away and moved on, they can still leave a residue of that behind, of their personality. If you feel, if you go into an old place or a cathedral, anywhere like that, or old, very old buildings, what you can actually do is you can pick up what's happened in that building just by going and feeling the walls, and just feel the wall and close your eyes, feel the wall and feel what's happened there. Because it's not always, as some people call, ghosts or spirits. You know, a lot of people go ghost hunting. Well, I'm not particularly into that. I never have been, because I don't see the necessity. I have enough people from the spirit world come and work with me without going looking for ghosts and waking, you know. It's just not feasible. And sometimes, you know, if you see somebody says, oh, that's haunted, somebody rides across, a headless man rides across there every such and such, you know, and sometimes that can be, as I say, residue. It's like a video film being played over and over again. So the spirit is not in there. It's like an imprint, a blueprint, an imprint of that's happened. Now, an example of that is that if you've ever walked into a room and there's somebody in there, and you've walked in, all of a sudden you think, oh God, what? Oh, I feel really uncomfortable. And they're all sitting there with big smiles. Hello, how are you? And you think, oh, I don't know what it is, but I just feel so uncomfortable. You can usually tell when somebody's had like a words or a row or something like that, or something's gone on. You can sense it. It doesn't mean to say it's still there, because you can camouflage it, you see. You can camouflage it with a smile. You can camouflage it with anything. But those people can even leave the room. They have had a massive row, and you can feel it. You can sense it. It doesn't mean to say that those people have left their souls there and walked out and now they've gone for a walk or something, but they do leave the residue of it in a house or in a place. So hope that's helped to help you to understand and eliminate, you know, these things. Oh, is a ghost in the house? Is this in the house? Is that in the house? Sometimes it's just residue. And sometimes it's your loved ones that are coming around you just to show you, you know, that they're helping you in some way. So I just want you, you know, just have a look at this. Nothing's set in stone, and we're learning all the time. New chapter in your life, opening it up. Oh, and I feel this is for Renee. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I do feel this is happening for you. It's changes, big changes, a new chapter in your life opening up. So it's like a new door opening. One door is shut, another one is open. So there it is. Now, while I'm here, I want to put everybody's mind at rest about my cousin Tim. I am in touch with him most days. So I do know what's going on with Tim. And I will say that regardless of all your concerns about, oh, poor Tim, oh dear, what's happening with Tim now, I will say that he's getting all the medical attention that he needs. He just needs a rest. And when you send out healing, and I know a lot of you are sending out healing, when you're sending out healing, please see him as well and happy. Because when you send out healing, our thoughts are very, very powerful. And if you see, it doesn't matter who you send out healing for. If you're going to send out somebody healing for somebody who's lost the use of their legs and are in a wheelchair, or just, they could be there temporary, but to imagine them there with all their illnesses and their temporary loss of the use of their legs, whatever, is not helping in any way, shape or form. When we send out healing, we must see them well and happy with all their faculties, limbs healthy, everything healthy. That way, that is how to send out healing. And we also get it from a higher level. So we also ask for the light and the love of God to come through and to go out to that person. And now, as I'm asking, it goes out to all of you that are not feeling 100%. I do send out my love and healing to you and to the whole world. So thank you for subscribing. If you like the content that I'm putting up, please ring that bell, subscribe, and thank you. Bye for now.